Bosses are a core part of Deepwoken's gameplay loop, offering rare loot and leveling up your character at the same time. Every player though wants to farm bosses, so they need a build to kill bosses, and that's what this showcase will seek to do. Welcome to the build showcase for the Molten Iron PvE build. This build excels at high single target damage, utilizing mechanics such as Scrap Singer and Flamecharm heavy damage mantras. Prime examples of good bosses to use this build for farming are the Heart of Enmity, Duke, Chaser, and World bosses. This build prioritizes high damage over any form of real tankiness, as who needs health when you can kill the enemy before they kill you. We'll go over the stats, why they're picked, and the stat order that you should be going into, and there'll be a builder link in the description for extra detail. The first stat that you'll want to work on leveling up is Fortitude. This gives you the talents Exoskeleton and To the Finish, providing some buffs to your survivability. The 40 Willpower should be next, giving you the talent Underdog to help again with damage against large enemies. Going 40 Flame Charm, you'll be grabbing the mantra Graceful Flame, which will give you the talent Undying Flame, allowing you to cast your Graceful in the depths, giving you respite in between any enmity boss runs that you might happen to do. Now we're going to prepare to use the Shrine of Order. You will need to use the Shrine of Blasphemy located at the Hidden Village in order to be eligible for the Shrine of Order, as using the Shrine of Blasphemy will give you a couple extra levels that then makes you eligible to use the Shrine of Order. Make sure to put 1 point into Heavy Weapon, Iron Sing, and Intelligence, and check that your stats are the same as the builder link, then go use the Shrine of Order. After doing so, prioritize leveling up your attunements first, as this gives you access to Scrap Singer and Exposed Durability, flame talents like Eruption Path and others, which will be a very core part of your build and the majority of your damage. Next, you'll want to build Intelligence to get Perfect Flash, which will amplify your damage even more, especially if you are flawlessly on a boss. You'll lastly want to build into your weapon, and then you'll have all of your stats completed. We'll now go over the oath and mantras that you can use. The oath that you'll be using is Link Shredder. This will provide a couple of small benefits in team play, but we care most about the ability to leech a boss's health. This gives us some pretty decent sustain for any bosses that we'll happen to be fighting. If Link Shredder isn't really your style, you can always go Dawnwalker or Oathless as an alternative. For mantras, we have the following in our kit. Oxidizing Rush is our main tool, and it's used for the sheer amount of rods it will apply, allowing us to stack Scrap Singer swords very quickly. Relentless Flames is great for its high PvE and posture damage against mobs. Flame Sentinel is a great form of passive damage while we're using our other moves. Metal Armament is another great form of passive damage to stack with everything else, and it applies more rods. Caltrops does solid damage and also applies many rods for us to take advantage of. Reinforce is a simple buff we can use to give us some extra survivability, and with the Grand Support talent, it lets us heal our allies and ourselves as well. Flame Wisp will grant us passive healing whenever we use Relentless Flames on enemies, and all of our Link Shredder moves that are used in this kit will help us heal friends or self-sustain. This particular build uses the weapon Pale Briar, as its crit in tandem with the talent Songs Unforged makes for easy area of effect damage and Scrap Singer sword generation. This weapon is dropped from Maestro. If you do not know how to fight Maestro, I highly suggest checking out my Maestro guide, that way you can learn how to fight him and get the weapon so you can make this build. We can now go over the general strategy for using this build to maximize PvE damage. Before fighting any boss, you'll want to pop your Flame Sentinel and Metal Armament. Whenever there's an intermission between a boss's moves, use Oxidizing Rush and Caltrops to stack metal rods, then use your critical to prepare your swords. Spam more Iron Sing moves once they're off cooldown to proc the swords, dealing massive damage and armor drain. If these moves are on cooldown, you can go in with Relentless Flames to deal even more damage. This general strategy will melt any boss with ease, as well as the Scrap Singer swords hitting them, more Iron Sing mantras draining their posture, and so on and so forth. I hope this build was very useful to you guys and it gets you the loot that you need. It's one of my favorites and I enjoy using it heavily to farm any boss that I need, especially Enmity. If you want more PvE build showcases, please do like and subscribe as it helps a ton. I'll see you guys soon.
We doing alright, no complaints over here. We get money. But at the end of the day, it's all about